Get ready for the ultimate showdown that's been fueling fan debates for years. Homelander versus Superman. But here's where it gets controversial. Could the morally bankrupt, laser-eyed villain from The Boys actually take down the iconic Man of Steel? Let's dive in. For years, fans of The Boys have passionately argued over who would emerge victorious in a fight between Homelander, Anthony Starr, and Superman. It's a debate that's easy to spark, given that Homelander, both in the TV series and the original comic, is deliberately crafted as a twisted reflection of Superman. On paper, it seems like a fair match. But here's the twist. Homelander lacks Superman's moral compass and doesn't appear to have any glaring weaknesses like Kryptonite. Could this tip the scales in his favor? And this is the part most people miss. Homelander's ruthless nature might just be his downfall. Soon, comic enthusiasts might finally get their answer. The first installment of DC's crossover event miniseries, DC KO, dropped on October 7th, 2025, and Homelander is slated to appear in a bonus issue in February 2026. Announced at New York Comic-Con 2025, the KO series is a wild ride, bringing together characters like Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat, Annabelle from the Conjuring universe, Vampirella, Red Sonja, and Samantha from Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. Imagine the chaos. Jim Lee, DC Comics' chief creative officer, couldn't contain his excitement. Who doesn't want to see Homelander fight Superman? But honestly, I'd pay to see Homelander face off against Annabelle. Picture it. The egotistical superhero against a demon-possessed doll. Talk about a humbling experience. As Lee hinted, it's not just about Superman. This event is packed with unexpected matchups. Why I'm betting on Superman? Here's a fun fact. The KO in the title doesn't stand for knockout as you might assume, but for King Omega, a title currently held by the formidable villain Darkseid. According to DC's official blog, the timeline is shattered. Darkseid reigns as King Omega, and reality hangs by a thread. Evil has triumphed, and the DC universe needs a hero to set things right. But who will step up? That's the question at the heart of DC KO. Sounds epic, right? The second part of the KO series arrives on November 26, 2025, with subsequent issues releasing almost monthly. The February issue featuring Homelander, as described by Jim Lee, promises to be a big special, something you can enjoy on its own. So, The Boys fans have roughly 4 months to speculate on how Homelander's story will unfold. My prediction? Homelander won't come out on top. Why? Season 3 of The Boys revealed that Homelander is surprisingly ineffective against opponents he can't just blast with his heat vision. If the upgraded Butcher and Huey manage to hold their own against him in the Herogasm episode, Superman, with his brains and brawn, should have no trouble taking him down. But here's the controversial part. What if Homelander's unpredictability gives him an edge? Could his lack of morals make him a wild card even Superman can't handle? What do you think? Is Superman's heroism enough to defeat Homelander's sheer brutality? Or will Homelander's ruthless nature prove to be his secret weapon? Let's debate in the comments. I'm all ears.